It's the eternal question. After you do all that work, in the end you have your shiny new major in what? Pick your poison. Sociology, anthropology, post-colonial studies, pre-Socratic philosophy, classics, women's studies, Austrian economics and not English literature. Don't tell me you did English literature as you major. Did you? Anyway, it's all done, and there you are with that degree that you worked so hard to get. All those late nights, cramming and hours upon hours in the library, and then it hits you. Heck, what am I going to do now? What can I do with this major? Okay, it is a scary prospect to suddenly be faced with the real world, but all is not lost. No, you haven't wasted the last 3 or 4 years of your life. Having said all that, though, a little ounce of prevention might be in order to get us started. It is possible, of course, that you may be thinking about this before registering for a major. Well, aren't you clever? If that's the case, here are some tips to get you headed in the right direction. 1. To start, it's a good idea to figure out what area of study would interest you. If you haven't done that, do it immediately. One good approach is to look over the course offerings at your preferred college. You could try to rank them by hierarchical preference. 2. Once you've decided, talk to people. Ask around for connections who study the same major. What are they doing now? 3. Talk to someone whose job is to know the ropes of just such matters. If you are still in high school, or even colleges to which you've been accepted, or even those you are considering for application, they have counselors and advisors, providing you advice on just such matters is what they're paid to do. Make the best use of the resources at your disposal. 4. Or like, if you want to go totally crazy, why not have a shot at a focused Google search? Something like, what in blazes can I do with this English literature major? You might actually find something. If it's too late for preventative action, don't despair. Remedial action is possible. In fact, all points 2 through 4 above remain perfectly relevant, even if you already have your degree. What are others with that major doing? Your college advisor has heard it all before. Don't squander a valuable resource, and it's quite common these days for larger universities to have career centers. You are not the first major in Renaissance poetry to wander in looking for a few career tips. Be sure, though, not to pass over that Google search. The big G, you know, is the fount of all knowledge and wisdom. Okay, maybe you actually have to bring the wisdom, but for knowledge you can't beat it. For instance, such a search reveals that many universities have online resources great for just this sort of thing. For instance, you can check out the University of California Career Center online. By doing so, I was able to learn about the career options for dozens of majors. Even some pretty esoteric ones were listed. Heck, they might even have yours. Get this, you English majors. You can pull in an average salary of $3,589. You can buy a lot of copies of Canterbury Tales for that moolah. And among your career options, you can get work as an analyst, an editorial assistant, a product development coordinator, or even wait for it a college advisor. So you can lean back with an air of confident whimsy, put your feet up on the desk, hands behind your head, and smile knowingly every time a new terrified grad stumbles into your office and nervously asks, "Oh, what can I do with this major?" So hold your heads high, all you grads, even if you did major in the Victorian novel or the mating customs of the Australian Aborigine. Hope springs eternal for a real future. And who knows, maybe even a paycheck.